Welcome to NM Serena. In this video, we are going to study about matrices. The term matrices is the plural of matrix, and matrix is a rectangular presentation of numbers arranged systematically in rows and columns describing various aspects of a phenomenon interrelated in some manner. So, matrix is a rectangular array of numbers. And now, for making the concept of matrix more clear, let us take an example. A purchases 4 kilograms of apple, 1 kilogram of mango, and 1 kilogram of orange. Similarly, B purchases 2 kilograms of apple, 3 kilograms of mango, and 4 kilograms of orange. This can be presented in the form of a matrix. For presenting in the form of a matrix, we write these numbers in that order and put it in square brackets. Now here, the first row shows the purchases made by A and the second row shows the purchases made by B. And the first column, it shows the quantity of apple purchased, and the second column shows the quantity of mango purchased, and the third column shows the quantity of orange purchased. So the order has got its own importance. The order cannot be changed, only then it becomes meaningful. That is why we call the matrix as a rectangular presentation of numbers arranged systematically in rows and columns. The order has got its own importance. That is why it is systematically arranged in rows and columns. And it is interrelated. There is relationship because the first row is the purchases made by A and first column is the quantity of apple purchased. This is how we prepare a matrix. And next, we have to study the order of a matrix. Order of a matrix means the dimension of a matrix showing the number of rows and columns. For example, this is a matrix with 2 rows and 3 columns. Hence, that matrix can be called as a 2 by 3 matrix. It is written as 2 into 3 and we can read it as 2 by 3. And let us take another example. This is a matrix with 3 rows and 3 columns. So, it will be a 3 by 3 matrix and that is written as 3 into 3. And another example. Here there are 3 rows and 2 columns. So, this matrix can be called as a 3 by 2 matrix. That is how we call a matrix based on its order. So, order is the number of rows and columns of a matrix. And next, let us study how to read a matrix. Suppose a matrix is given like this. So, we know that matrix will be put inside square brackets and its square bracket is read as matrix of. Then, let us read this matrix. It will be read row wise. Matrix of 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 1. Let us take another example. This will be read as matrix of 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 1, 6, 8, 0. So, we'll read the square bracket as matrix of, then we read the first row, then the second row and the third row. Let us read another matrix. Matrix of 2, 3, 4, 1, 8, 0. That is how we read a matrix. We have to read it row wise. And next, let us study what is a leading diagonal. Leading diagonal will be there only if the matrix has got equal number of rows and columns. That is, if there are 3 rows, there must be 3 columns. If there are 4 rows, there has to be 4 columns. If there are 2 rows, the number of columns should also be 2. In such matrices only, we can find the leading diagonal. Before moving to the leading diagonal, let us understand the position of a matrix. Each and every number in a matrix has its own position, and these numbers are called elements of a matrix. In this case, 2 is the element of a matrix and 3 is another element of a matrix, and each of these has got its own positions. The 2 is in the first row, first column. So that is A11 when we see the position, and the 3 that will be A12, that is first row, second column. Then this 4 will be A13, first row, third column. Then 4 will be A21, second row, first column. Then 1 will be A22, second row, second column. This one will be A23, that is second row, third column. The 6 will be A31, that is third row, first column. 8 will be A32, third row, second column. And the 0 will be A33, third row, third column. So there is a position for each and every element of the matrix. Now let us see what is the leading diagonal. The elements A11, A22, A33, etc. form the leading diagonal of a matrix with equal number of rows and columns. In this case, this is a leading diagonal, and when looking to the matrix, that will be 2, 1, 0. That is the leading diagonal of this matrix. And now let us see what is the trace of a matrix. That is the sum of all elements of the leading diagonal. Let us take an example. Suppose this is a given matrix of 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 1, 6, 8, 0. We studied that those elements in the position of A11, A22 and A33 form the leading diagonal. So in this case, 2, 1 and 0 are the elements in the leading diagonal. When we add these elements, we get the trace of the matrix. That is 2 plus 1 plus 0 is equal to 3. So this 3 is called the trace of a matrix, that is obtained by adding the elements in the leading diagonal. So these are the basic concepts related to a matrix. Thank you for watching this video. For more videos, subscribe the channel.